This is day 31, Journey to Horses Champion, and today we're going to be analyzing a game that changed my life. Some of you may have thought that I was this prodigy from the beginning, and I was groomed to be this great player, just like most of my colleagues. But the reality is, I had quit chess multiple times, and up until the age of 17, I never believed that I could be one of the best players in the world. I never believed that I could make chess profession. Deep down, I had the faith in myself and the confidence. But starting with this game, that dream slowly became a reality. In this game, I defeated Abhimanyu Mishra to secure my final Grandmaster norm with a game to go. After securing my last Grandmaster norm, 2 months later, I crossed the 2500 rating threshold and I became a Grandmaster. After this, I decided during my senior year of high school to skip school and travel to Europe at the age of 17 for 6 months, playing tournaments nonstop. I played 40 games a month for almost 6 months straight, playing every single tournament I could to make my dream a reality. After I came back from Europe, I had gained almost 100 points. It was around 2470 in September, and I came back 2566. So let's get into the game that changed my life. He played e4, e5. I was trying to be solid because I just needed 2 draws. However, my opponent played the Italian, and I played h6. This is a sort of surprise that I prepared. Usually go bishop c5, but this is a more fighting line. The point is that the Italians are very slow opening, not really immediate central pressure, so I wanted to play g5, d6, b7, and fianchetto shadow my bishop. It's quite an aggressive system. So he goes c3, I go d6, he went castle, so I go g5, played knight d2, I played g4, he went knight e1, and now I played h5. And I actually had mixed up the system. My preparation was actually after rook e1. Now I wanted to play g4, now knight f2 and h5. But I think this was my preparation. I don't know. This engine, I don't know. But I sort of bluffed him with g4, h4. And well, I'll be at this point. Misha was 2370. Still a good player, but it's a very aggressive setup. And well, the point is that I want to go bishop h6, maybe h4, g3. I want to attack. The center is closed. So I have the ability, maybe he'll break with d4. But while the center is closed, I'm going for flank attack. He goes f4, opening up the f file. I take. He played rook takes. He should have played d4, which is a very difficult move. The point being that you want to go knight to d3 and then to take back with a knight. Obviously, I was thinking maybe I'd just go f3. And now, of course, the engine suggests sacrificing a full piece, which is just insane. And apparently it's still equal. I don't know, this stupid chess.com engine. Anyways, he took back. I went bishop h6 with tempo. Rook comes back. I go queen e7. Again, I don't really want to king. Don't want to go kingside because I've pushed all these pawns. A good general principle in chess is when you push your pawns for your king, it's going to create weakness. So I'm just going to castle queenside and then continue my attack. So he goes knight b3. I go knight e5. He goes takes, takes. Knight back to d2. Apparently, knight. This is a very good move because if you take, you have check and you take back. But I'll go h4. I'm getting an attack. I'm going to castle queenside. It's a very complex position. Obviously, when you're playing a low-rated opponent, you welcome such complications. Anyways, knight back to d2. I played bishop d7, bishop here, and here this was really an amazing moment. Obviously the engine is showing. I'll turn the engine off just so I can explain this. So in this specific moment, my opponent wants to play a d4, and once they play d4, then the knight will activate, and then if I can't get an attack going, then my pieces aren't going to be great. However, I saw an opportunity here to really capitalize on the position, and it starts with the move g4. G3. And after h3, I played at fg4. And this was a double exclamation point. The point is, first of all, I'm threatening to go knight f2. I can go knight f2, threatening knight e3. So you have to stop knight e3. This is forking. So the queen goes here. Now I go knight h2. And it looked absolutely insane. But the more I looked at it, I realized, but the rook, obviously if you go here, I think I have, queen g5. Now the rook is stuck. The rook can't really move. Let's say defend. Now I go rook f6. And you're pinned, the rook here, I go here, and there's no way to defend the rook. So you have to go queen h3 first, kicking the rook back. I go rook h7, rook h4, and I thought, well, wait, after h4, knight g6, and the rook is trapped. So it's actually funny that my rating was 2480. I was clearly very underrated since I've been playing so much with the pandemic. But it's hilarious that I go here, The point is, it's all very concrete. It's direct. Like I don't want to allow d4, then move my knight back. So I'm looking at g3, and then I say, okay, knight f4. Obviously, you don't want to take because I take back, and I'm just, it's just checkmate. Like let's say queen e2, for example. I give a check, takes, check, and mate. So you can't take. But I suddenly realized, wait, like this rook is just trapped. So the rook is trapped. Go d4, knight g6, knight f4, take. I go castle. I don't even have to take the rook yet. Why wait? Just the rook is still trapped. Rook e1, rook e8. Here I should have just taken. I think c6 maybe. Just playing slow chess. I don't know. Maybe queen g5 also. Um, Again, I had it was a very the time is a bit weird here, but I thought, okay, let me just castle. I thought let's go rook e8. Let me be patient. He went e5. Um, Maybe he should have gone d5. I don't know. It's a difficult position. E5 takes. I go c6. Obviously, knight wants to come to d5. He goes 94, d5, knight d6. Takes. We go to the second game with the rook h6. And what he blundered here is after 92, it looks like you're just going to be taking, and then it would take, and then that would be trapped, and have rook e6. And the point is that now the rook is actually forced to be traded. Once the rooks are traded, it's actually funny that you'd think in the endgame that my knight is really bad on h2, but it actually completely controls the king. And I remember I was at a chess camp, and the instructor asked one of the kids, how much is a king worth? And the guy immediately said, oh, 3.5. And I was like, I thought it was quite funny that the guy knew it. And he's like, correct. So, people never ask how much the king worth, but people say in the end games, king is worth 3.5. So the king, if this knight, which is worth 3, is neutralizing the king, which is worth 3.5, then it's a positive thing. And then I win the pawn. And I'm moving around. B5 was a bit inaccurate. Anyways, I'm moving around. I need to activate my king, and eventually I go bishop a6. The point being that I'm going to put bishop on b5, and then I'm going to run my king up, and then I'm going to push my pawn, and I'm going to move. So he goes bishop b2, trading with this. So he thinks that he's going to be able to get counterplay. I go up, and king comes in. He goes after my pawn. I push my pawn. f4. Now, you think you might want to take, but this is not gonna be pretty. I go here, check. Let's say here, I can give a check. Here, maybe I just go in. I don't know. Yeah, I go here, and the point is that let's say you play push before. Let's say just push. I go here, push, and this is mate. Let's say you try to bring the knight back. I go push. You give a check over here. Now the knight actually can't move. So let's see, push. I'll just take. You go back here, push, push, queen, checkmate. So the pieces were the pawns are just too far advanced. Anyways, he goes b5. I go f3. Takes. He goes king f1. I go knight g5. Obviously here I go in, and then I'm going to give a check and then take with the knight and then queen. So he has to go back. If he goes here, then now I go knight e6. Again, if he takes, I go check here, in, check here, queen. So he has to try to go back. I just take. He goes knight d3. And now I have a very nice simplifying technique. I don't want to go here and all of this. So I go check here, check. And now the pieces are traded. He has to run the pawn. So he comes this after this pawn, but I'm one move too soon. Take this pawn, come back. I'm going to push this pawn. If he tries to run off this pawn, I'll take this pawn. So the game is over. So this game was life-changing. I think that people really don't understand that a lot of the top chess players have been groomed and trained and from the age of 8 9, and I had a much different path, and I think that path has made me has given me this spirit and character and a motivation that is unwavering and cannot will not be affected by anything. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. A lot of people analyze this game. It was quite a famous game, but I've never talked about it myself. So this is day 31. Thank you for all the support on the journey. We've got some sponsors. Hopefully, we'll get some more sponsors in the future to support the journey. And guys, when I close my eyes and I think about the future, I get goosebumps. So manifesting is real, and I hope you guys achieve your dreams yourself and never hold back if you want to really do something.